This is the last time some of us will get to drink for a while.
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
So here we are, kicking off a new movie. It's a new week, new teardown. So that means it's trailer trash time. So we watch the trailer of the movie and trash it.
The last time I'm going to be able to drink for at least a couple hours.
Oh my god. Let's what are we doing this time?
We are watching The Titan.
The Titan.
The Titan. And the premise here, a military family takes part in a groundbreaking experiment of genetic evolution and space exploration, which you're doing too much. I can already tell.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing too much.
So that's what we're going to watch for this next breakdown. But before we get there, fan service, we got something.
Yeah, we do. So we got an email from Thais, which I think we had an email from Thais recently, my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She sent us another one. So thank you, Thais. We appreciate you. This time, subject line, boys. ... Never a good sign.
Nope.
She continues. I'd like to start this email by saying I'm really digging your new intro.
Okay, let's pause right there. I can see where we're going to get. That's a classic tactic of, let me give you positive feedback, and now let me give you a correction of something you're doing wrong, and then you finish it with like a positive feedback at the end, so we feel good. But sandwich in between there is going to be, we're going to get hit hard, I think, right now.
The old compliment sandwich.
Yep.
You remember when you used to work?
Yep. That's called Management 101. Compliment, correct, compliment. CCC.
The three C's.
I just made that up. I have no idea.
No, that's pretty good. You should be a business coach.
Probably.
Yeah, retirement gig for you.
No thanks. This is fun enough. This is stressful enough.
So she continues. Now, boys, I did not, all caps, suggest you watch The Kissing Booth. Which
Whoa.
I thought she did.
I'm pretty sure she did. So, all right. Hey, mistakes are made. Lies are said.
Yeah. One of us is lying here, and
2 out of 3 people say it's you. So I don't know.
There's no way to know for sure. There's no way to know.
66% chance it's you.
Yeah, I only record 60% of my conversations. So,
Okay.
Then she goes on to say, this was all you. Don't blame me for your mistakes, which,
Well,
all right. Okay.
that's okay.
Valid, I guess.
I wouldn't call it a mistake, but
Yeah. If it's true,
which
valid point.
debatable.
Yeah. And I mean, we have to do this. We've made a commitment to you, the listener, to ourselves,
Yep.
to society at large, to do this podcast. And so we have to watch these bad movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a mistake at all. We have to watch it.
Yes, we are the heroes that everyone needs.
You're welcome. So she goes on. Secondly, I didn't mean part 3.
What?
I don't know what that comment is about.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Well, what is it?
Godfather.
Oh, you're right.
We've had a couple people email us about doing Godfather, and we're like, all right, stop. That's ridiculous. But then
Except
Godfather Part 3, where we're like, maybe a holiday special where we do, but
yeah, you're right. We're misinterpreting her words.
Yes. Yeah.
We mean part 3 because that's the only Godfather possibly worth submitting to the It's This Meets That canon.
Yeah, which
even that's a stretch. Yeah,
that's a big time stretch.
It's still an Al Pacino movie, and
yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Anyway, thirdly, Ma is the worst, and you need to take my word for it. So, all right.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's got such a high Rotten Tomato score. I know she said it was bad, and it does sound bad, but
the movie. I wasn't sure what that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Not like any of our mothers.
Yeah, I was like, geez, that's kind of harsh, but okay.
No. Our mothers are all saints as far as I know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so Ma the film.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, that was too high. It's too high. It was like
Octavia Spencer there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 56 or 60 some odd percent. That's way out of our league. That's double the percentage points we're allowed to handle legally.
Maybe I'll watch it one of these days just to see how bad it is. Like,
You can do like the
I kind
first
of
30
wanted to see
minutes.
it anyway.
Yeah, you can do like the first 30 minutes and get a sense and then stop and be like, oh, maybe we should watch this for that. But
Like, it sounds very bad.
yeah.
Anyway, so she wraps that thought up with, if you think it's worth watching once, I'll admit, which
really
way to plug your
Way to
own
plug-
podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
guys.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah. Worth watching once is a podcast. That's how you so go listen to that. we did it for you.
It's worth listening to many times.
Oh, that's
see
very
what I-
nice.
See what I did there?
Yeah. Oh, that's good. You should free tagline for you, Thais.
Yeah. It's worth listening many times. There you go. You're welcome. Next.
So if we think it's worth watching once, she'll admit that Twilight is bad on her own podcast and also plug our podcast.
Oh, this is a plug
Very
for a plug.
meta.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
plug for a plug here.
You don't need to admit Twilight's bad. We know
Yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah, we
I don't
know-
care what you think about it.
We know at least two of the what they've made 25 of those things. Two of them are under 30%. So we know
Yeah.
those two
8
are in
or
our
9, maybe.
those are the only two we can actually see. So those are in our wheelhouse. You're under 30%. We're coming for you. So
Like, actually, I think it's like 5 or 6. I watched all of them. And there are more than you think. Because I think there's 3 books and they made it into like 6 movies. And it's a nightmare.
Come on, just enough. But
Anyways, so she then goes on to ask if we want a parking lot. This idea,
oh boy,
mocking us and our business.
great
Parking
use
lots.
of a business buzzword.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe we should parking lot this.
I think part of why she sent this email. She sent this in response to the Kissing Booth trailer trash, right?
Yep.
Where I teased it for her, trying to get her to listen by saying, "Oh, there's like a big controversial part," and it was controversial because you and I were talking about like, do we want to rehash the PSA for the missing children?
Yeah.
Which again, hey, shout out to missing kids everywhere. If you're missing, get yourself found.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, send us an email. We'll help you. We can help.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So anyway, so she wraps it with she wasn't sure what the controversial part was, and she was wondering if it was the fact that you didn't recognize Molly Ringwald. Which
No.
hilarious.
Yeah. That's not controversial. That's just what?
She's old now, right?
It's like why? Why is she in this?
Oh, I don't remember what you look like since 35 years ago.
All right. So there's a lot in there.
Yeah, thanks, Thais.
We're still going to do the Twilight movies, by the way, at some point. So
Yes,
that's
definitely.
happening. That's happening. Whether or not
They're
we
horrible.
finish the trilogy of the Kissing Booth is a different story, because that might be a lot of pain for us. But
True.
we might need to space those out. But we're definitely going for Twilight. We're coming for it.
I think I'd rather watch the Kissing Booth 2 and 3 before I watch any Twilight movie ever again. But
Okay, that's fine. We can do that.
I'll take one for the team on this, and I will watch Twilight again, because the world needs to know how bad it is.
But we're only doing 2 of them, and we're doing ones that are like I think it's like the second one and like the 14th one.
Yeah, we'll just do them out of order.
Oh yeah, no, we're not. Yeah, no, we're just doing them out of order. Like whatever the 2 that are under 30%, those are the only 2 we're doing. So that's what's gonna be fun about it. So
Are only 2 of them under 30%? That's unbelievable.
yeah, but the rest are like either like in
Like
earshot.
31?
Yeah, like the rest are like in earshot over 30% or like in the 40% range. Which
Truly unbelievable.
yeah, they're all not good.
Yeah.
But I've never seen any of them, so this will be fun.
Yeah.
I like the
If,
idea of skipping the origin story.
Skip the intro. Well, I don't know, man, because you kind of need the. No, you don't. No.
No, I don't. Absolutely not.
I'll fill you in if you're confused.
yeah, which I'm sure I will be.
So, listener, if you too want us to read your email, we will. Send us one. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com.
Yeah, we'll dissect it like we dissect our movies. So
Exactly. We do a scene by scene breakdown of every email that comes in.
phrase by phrase, sentence by sentence. So okay.
Yeah. Do you want us to do Ma? Do you want to defend carton drinking? Whatever you feel the need to send us. Send away.
Please try and defend carton drinking. Ugh,
Still waiting for those recipes to come rolling in.
nothing.
Nothing so far.
We'll get there.
Anyway.
All right. So trailer for The Titan.
The Titan.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Let's do it. Let's get through this thing.
Yeah. See, now we both commented it's coming in hot again. I feel like you were so rattled, and I was like, "Oh, the trailer starts too hot." Now you're like, "Oh, the trailer starts too hot."
This one comes in very hot, and it's just right into it. Newsreels of like violence and explosions and missiles and a bunch of newscaster exposition to kind of let us know what's going on in the world. But again, like, hey, nuclear fallout along the Pacific, and then it quickly jumps to like, L.A. is uninhabitable.
Which, first of all. Okay.
I mean, most people could be great. Like, it is anyways.
Yeah.
No offense, but I mean,
surprise. Said from the Northeast, surprise, LA is uninhabitable.
Classic LA, am I right?
Yeah. But also, this is being said by a British guy, which I was like, wait, why are you commenting on LA?
Yeah.
Unqualified asshole.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden we're like, back off, right? It's LA. It's our LA. We're the ones it's our asshole, basically. We're like, no.
Yeah. Listen, Michael Caine.
Yeah. It's our other coast, so back off. All right.
Yeah.
It's not the coast, it's the other coast. And then we get a quick shot of our quote unquote hero ?
I guess so.
Sam Worthington, Avatar Sam Worthington. He's in a car with his wife. He's like watching us on a tablet or something. He's got a really stupid face look.
Saying Avatar Sam Worthington is okay, right? Like, because he's not in anything else of note.
No, I mean, he was in Clash of Titans, which is on our list to do. He was in Terminator Salvation, which could be on our list.
I never saw that one.
I did. Christian Bale, yeah.
I wanted to.
I like the idea of it, but it wasn't.
Oh, you like the idea of a time travel movie inside a time travel movie?
Come on, sounds great. What about Terminator, but in the future?
What about Terminator in the future, but also in the future past?
Do they need to go back to the past future?
What? It's an old Western.
What?
Anyway.
So yeah, he's been in a few things, but I don't know. I don't think he's a really good actor, actually.
Which, did you know that Avatar 2 and 3? No, he's awful. But Avatar 2 and 3 already in post-production. I didn't realize they were that far along.
Yeah, he filmed them both at the same time.
And 4 and 5 are filming right now.
Yeah. James
That's
Cameron.
Fucked.
James Cameron doesn't mess around. Getting it done.
Gotta go do submarine stuff or something cool.
Oh, actually, I think these all take place underwater, so he's doing
perfect. Damn it. Why are they making 5? I thought they were only doing 2 and 3. I didn't know there were 2 more after that.
2 more. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of them. There's so much more stuff to explore.
That's still Fox, right? Like, are they trying to compete with Disney? Well,
no,
that's part of Disney now, isn't it?
Yeah.
20th Century Foxes.
Jared, everything is part of Disney. You and I are part of Disney. We don't even know it, but this podcast has been bought by Disney and they're not paying us.
Oh, what?
I hate to break it to you. They sent me an email.
Not again. All right. Well, go visit the mouse, I guess.
Yeah, might as well. Go check it out. So then after we get this quick update about how LA is uninhabitable from someone in England, we get the Netflix logo. So this is a Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm. Netflix original. Yep.
Netflix OG.
Could be on worth watching once, except for it's probably not.
It's not on there, or it's not worth watching once.
Either. Tomato.
And then we get some dialogue from Sam Worthington, the husband, and his wife, and they're like, base is 4 square miles, and he's like, all under NATO command, and very cheesy, terrible acting voice, and military guy who's driving is like, we're highly classified. Okay.
Just say no.
Yeah. Just like, what? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, tell me you're not under NATO control. Well, not telling me you're not under NATO control.
It's like, okay, cool. Highly classified mission we're going on here. And then it cuts to 2 quick shots of like Sam and wife going for a run. They're looking over some mountains.
Sure.
And then we get a voiceover. You're going to be the first man on Titan.
Which, okay. The Titan?
I'm sorry. You're going to be the first man on the Titan. And then we get like a shot of like Worthington and his son playing and the wife looking longingly at them. It's like, okay, establishing the family vibe here. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Then we cut to him sitting at a table with like British Colonel Sanders. I don't know who this old guy is, but
Do you mean Tom Wilkinson?
whoever that is. I don't know who Tom Wilkinson is.
Jesus Christ.
British Colonel Sanders.
I mean, yes.
Who's Tom Wilkinson? What is he in?
He's been in a lot of stuff, but I mean, he was in Batman Begins.
Was he?
Yeah. Michael Clayton. Michael Clayton.
Original Alfred?
No, he was like one of the crime guys and the crime lords in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was in I just said it. Michael Clayton, George Clooney, good movie.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Okay. He's been in like 1,000 other things, but we'll get to it when we get to the main episode.
Sure.
Anyways.
So he says it's Sam Worthington says, "It's an honor to have been selected, sir. I won't let you down." Which assuredly he's going to let him down.
Yeah, like, okay. A little foreshadowing here. Also, Sam Worthington looks absolutely bored in this conversation.
And so does Tom Wilkinson. Everyone looks bored.
Yeah, they look absolutely bored. Like, what are we doing here? You're not actually going to the Titan. That seems so far away. Why would we do that?
Yeah. Your last name also has many syllables. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, Worthington, Wilkinson. Okay. Yes. Those sound like two towns in New England. Yes, welcome to Worthington. So yeah, they're being bored, having this conversation. He's not going to let him down. Mm-hmm. And then we get a quick shot of the wife and quick shot of the son.
Well, that's a weird cut. So the woman, the wife here is like laying down in the bed, which is the wife, the main lead woman here.
Yeah, Taylor Schilling.
Taylor Schilling, thank you. Yes. Yep. She looks nothing like she does in real life in this movie.
Well, not according to IMDb photos, but I don't know if those are real life either. I don't know if anything.
I'm assuming those are real. Yeah,
I assume those are more real life than what happens in movies. So yeah,
right. Yeah. Anyway, so she's like waking up in bed, and then it cuts to the son. Like, looks like he's like screwing something together.
Yeah.
Is it a syringe? I don't know. I'm kind of rattled.
I was too. Like, I paused and I was like, this creepy kid staring at me. He's like, screwing together a syringe. Like, all right, I gotta get past this.
Yeah, like while his mom is like waking up, like I don't know, like are they next to each other? Like I have so many questions about this one cut.
Yeah, it's just more family stuff, basically. I don't know. It just seemed a little weird. Okay, and then we get into here's like the big plot, right? I think so. We got Tom Wilkinson, who you don't know, right? Telling a room full of what looks like people from various militaries and from across the world.
Sure. Yeah. Let's say NATO.
Do they actually say NATO? No.
Well, I mean, he says I can't tell you if we're under NATO control, but wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. So basically, Wilkinson goes into our resources have been depleted. Then there's like a graphic overlay of the world population growing over time. And it was like, all right.
Yeah, which like, why are we doing that? Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe this is the sign of the bad movie. Every bad movie we've done, they have like a big digital overlay of the map of the globe, which like, it's also, I mean, it's nitpicky because it probably is how they actually do maps of the world or like the map of the world that we think of as the map of the world is nothing what the world actually looks like. Like, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Like Africa is enormous. Like the rest of the world is much bigger than us, and we always put ourselves at the center because why wouldn't you?
Yes, and it's focused on the U.S., but it's got like it's a world population, and it's just
and they're like lapses from like 1963, which is a weird place to start time, I guess, and and like 3 billion people, and goes up to unclear, and then they're talking about like you said, how in 10 years half the world's population will have starved to death, and half the planet will be uninhabitable. So you're telling me the other half will be inhabitable? Like, so it sounds like we're half good.
Yeah. So I don't know. Right. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah. It's kind of weird. Why the graphic overlay just felt kind of stupid. No, I'm sorry. I'm going back to it. Not thinking about it. I mean, I get it.
Yeah. Unnecessary. Yeah.
I get it. It's a visual, it's just a visual thing. And like this trailer felt like it was very just like, oh, it felt very cut pretty harshly, I think.
Yes.
We've definitely seen worse, but this was like very sharp, very quick like half-second scenes of things and things overlapping. And it was just like, how about you just have Tom Wilkinson? He's a good actor. Like, actually have him act and like, be dreadful about how this is the fucking end of the world.
Sure. Yeah. Like I would gladly watch him in front of a room of NATO soldiers talking about the end of the, like, sure. That makes good movie. Having another digital overlay of something with a counter on it does not.
No, it's fucking terrible slideshow, bro.
Yeah. Take note, would-be directors out there. But there's one place that gives us hope. The largest moon of Saturn, What if that could become our home?
so so he so in this whole speech yeah, so in this whole speech show, so that it's cutting back and forth between him giving this kind of speech graphic overlay and then shots of people in the crowd, and they do shots of Sam Worthington looking still bored.
He's like fiddling with his wedding ring.
Yeah, and then Natalie Emmanuel from Game of Thrones to get a shot of her, so she's clearly the main character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize her.
So he keeps going on, and he's basically just like, 10 years, half the world, whatever. It's going to be starved to death.
Right.
So,
And then title card, right?
yep.
The end of the earth.
I mean,
Okay.
that's how you should start, right?
Cool.
And then we cut to shots of Worthington and Natalie Emmanuel getting checked in, photographed, like military.
Yeah, it's like Men in Black style, white room kind of.
Yeah, they're just getting like they're like making badges for him or something. I don't know. They're getting checked into this new program. It's like, who cares?
Yeah, they're getting security badges.
It's like,
Yeah, and then British Colonel Sanders says, "You will become enhanced humans." Okay.
because as we know, that always works out.
Yeah, this seems like a good plan.
Great plan.
Yeah. I got it. Instead of making Titan habitable for us, let's make us habitable to
for
Titan.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe we should just all die on this planet and just call it quits.
Yeah. Sorry, the Titan.
Yeah. Sorry to be all doom and gloom, but maybe we should just call it quits. If we can't do it on this planet, we shouldn't go anywhere else.
Yeah, let's just all die.
Yeah. Just let the planet run out, and hey, that's what we got. We did it. We tried. We got as far as we could, and that's it.
Yeah. Shoot another like golden LP off into space there. Somebody can someday figure out how to decipher.
Then we get another title card. Doesn't mean.
Okay.
And then we get, so this is pretty much Wilkinson's, it's his trailer. He's basically the voice.
It's his movie.
It's pretty much his movie right now, as far as we know. So then most of you will fail. Some people will break during the training. And he's saying this as they're doing shots of people in training and failing and people breaking and having temper tantrums.
Yep.
And we cut to another title card, The End of Us. So right now, the end of the earth doesn't mean the end of us, is what we got.
Sure.
And then we cut to kind of a rando Euro military guy.
Yep, exactly.
Who's just like, you're talking forced evolution.
Yeah. Which, what? First of all, and second of all, is his accent French?
That's what I think so. I couldn't tell what, I was looking at the patch on his arm and I was like, it said he had like a NATO or a UN patch, but then above it he had like a flag that was like red, yellow, red. And I was like, I don't know what that is.
Red, yellow, red.
But he sounded French. And I was like, I think he's French. It's definitely not French.
Yeah. Oh, maybe is that like Switzerland or something?
No.
Listeners, let us know. What's red, yellow, red?
So he's saying, hey, you're talking about forced evolution. That's intense. And of course, Wilkins responds because he's the only one talking right now. He's like, no, I'm talking survival of the species.
Whoa.
All right, cool. So we got some stakes.
Which,
hey, there we go. We got some
like,
stakes. Now we got a movie. Like, all right.
Wouldn't there be some kind of like divergence here? If we're talking about survival of the species, we're talking about forced evolution. Like if half of the world is still habitable, aren't there gonna there's gonna be people and new people? I guess.
Yeah.
You know what flag's red, yellow, red? Spain.
Oh,
it's got a little thing on it too, but
he didn't sound Spanish though.
No. Anyway.
I guess you could be French and living. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, I got hung up on the flag.
And he's in the Spanish military or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's fair. Totally fair. We get the stakes. If we're talking about the survival of the species, we need to get to the Titan. Here we go. We got something, right?
And now this is the wife, right? The hero's wife is also apparently the lead scientist.
Yeah. Who I think.
Okay.
I think I'm going to throw out there a little prediction here. I think the wife is actually going to be the hero.
I can see that.
I'm throwing it out there because
she has been saying the smartest things so far.
Yes.
Other than Tom Wilkinson.
Yes, pretty much. So I feel like she's being underplayed a bit because I think she's actually going to be the hero of the movie. But
yeah, and Sam Worthington so far hasn't done anything.
No, other than just be bored and be like, what?
I guess I was the chosen one.
Guess I'm not anymore. Mm-hmm. So we have the wife talking to Wilkinson. I've studied your work. I know what you're doing here, and then we get shots of her doing science stuff and, she's a scientist, clearly. And then, of course, I think she says, right, it's bigger than all of us, which is
Yes.
I think we've heard 2 lines already in this trailer that are like pretty generic, like in the category of we've got company, like it's bigger than all of us. That's classified information. It's like, all right, like
yeah. And while she's doing that, she's like syringing blood onto a petri dish or something. Like
you gotta. That's how you.
What
science.
are you doing?
That's how you, That's science. That's how you science, man.
You're right. My bad.
Yeah, come on, man. She's turkey.
So ignorant.
she's turkey basting some blood on a.
That's how you science, bro.
That's how you science, man. Turkey based. And then we get shots of the team. I guess it looks like they've got a group of people.
A team, sure. Yeah, some team,
not the A team, but A team.
Yeah, B.A. Baracus is like having some
pity the
champagne
fool
in the corner.
It's like, I pity the fool. It's got to go to the V Titan. So they're having dinner, hanging out, and then swimming while someone walks by in like a beekeeper outfit. I don't know. It all seemed a little. Didn't quite get what was going on.
Yeah, something like that. That's when we get the at the party was the this is the last time any of us are going to get to drink for a while or something like that. But yeah, and then after the beekeeper pool situation, there's a
quick shot of him sitting at the bottom of a pool, and he's got like, stuff on, and then someone voices over like, I never thought I'd see something like this, a military guy, and all of a sudden, boom, we're gonna call him Sammy. Sammy just starts swimming off like a fish, like a really fast fish,
like a fast fish. Yeah, and I appreciate. I'm glad that you called it out because I was also going to call it out of like they keep the lines as generic as possible.
Yes, yeah,
in this trailer.
Yeah, it's never thought I'd see something like this. Yep. And
okay.
Cool. All right. So now, from up to this point, like the music has been kind of, the trailer has been kind of almost like Interstellar-esque. Not nearly as good, but like kind of the same vibe. And then right here is when it changes, it starts getting kind of dark because the mood changes. Yep. And it feels like this is when the movie like changes to a different movie.
Yes.
Like the trailer all of a sudden, yeah. So the mood changes, the music changes, and then we cut to Sam looking at his wife, and she's giving him like these concerned looks, and she quotes a line of like he's changing, and she's touching his back while he's sleeping, and it looks all gross and peeling, like he was out in the sun for too long.
Nasty, yeah.
Yeah. And then we cut to Sammy here, not looking too hot, kind of flush blue face, and
as usual in this trailer, anyway.
Yeah, right. Jesus. And then he's like on all fours, and he's like coughing and puking or whatever.
I can't breathe.
And then he's getting rushed into like a lab or a hospital or both or whatever.
Yeah, one or the other.
It doesn't matter, right? He's kind of laid out, tubed up. And then we get a voiceover of someone we don't see their face at all in the trailer, but just some voiceover of someone being like, this isn't space research, it's criminal and becoming violent. And he's yelling at Wilkinson and a couple other, seems like science cronies there, right?
Yep. And while that's happening, there's like a shower scene where there's a fight that breaks out.
Yeah, I was like, this is weird because
like, what is this, a prison now? Like, what's happening?
It was very like Starship Troopers-esque, right? Where it's like, hey, everyone's in the shower and we're all hanging out, and someone losing their shit and they're all fighting. I was like, what's going on right now? Why is everyone in their clothes in the shower, but some people are shirtless? What's happening?
Yeah, very confused.
Can't wait to see it. And then we get another cut to Sammy, I think evolving. Now he's sitting in the bottom of the pool again, but this time he's got like no gear on, right? He's just down there by himself, kind of showing him changing into something.
Yep.
And then him saying like he wants to finish it and he can see everything or whatever.
Yeah, which like while he's looking into a vision test, kind of like everything in this trailer is very on the nose so far.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I can see everything. Vision test, right?
Mm-hmm. And then the scientist woman wife here saying there's something alive inside of him.
And we cut
scared.
To again more of the eye stuff. Cut to Sammy with some eye bandages. Shots of his wife Wilkinson being concerned. Things are kind of not really amping up, but I think they're trying to be. Some science stuff, and then Wilkinson saying he's a soldier. There's no going back.
Which, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What is that like? I'm pretty sure you can stop being a soldier. Like, if you want to, you can retire from that.
Once you're in, you're always in. It's like the mafia, Jared.
Right. Blood in, blood out.
That's right. Title card, Sam Worthington. Sure.
Which lead billing on this movie that I don't think he's the star of.
I'm curious. Like, are there Sam Worthington fans out there? Like, are there people who are like big Sam Worthington fans?
No. No, there's not. I mean, if you listeners, if you know of anyone that likes Sam Worthington, or if you yourself for some reason consider yourself, let us know. But I wanted to say no because there are no Sam Worthington fans.
I'll put 50 cents on it. We don't get an email about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I'll bet you a beer, bud.
Ooh, up in the stakes. Love it.
Yeah.
And then we cut to him at the bottom of the pool again this time, but he's bald.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
And this is when we get another
he-
generic line, right?
So human evolution, he's lost his hair.
Which, I mean, that's the path we've been on for thousands of years, right?
Yeah.
And this is when he gets that generic line. I never thought it would go this far. Okay. Didn't we already have this line in the beginning of the trailer?
This movie is literally duct taped with fucking generic lines from like every other movie ever. And then we get cut with like the wife being all terrified and glimpses of his transformed state, but like you don't see much, right? And then we get a title card, Taylor Schilling. She's the wife. Then we cut to her doing some investigation of her own, right?
Yeah. Just like looking at stuff, being like, how can you possibly know what he's becoming? Great point.
And then we cut to like him, I assume, like kind of in his somewhat alien form or whatever, his enhanced form, jumping out of the pool or being freaked out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Title card,
swimming.
or swimming, another title card, and Tom Wilkinson.
Whoa.
Who then drops the old line, if we can't control them, all of us are dead. And then that's him yelling to a bunch of military goons who are all going to get killed probably because all their faces are covered up. So military stuff, they're kind of like hunting around a house. And then we cut to like eyes of, I think Worthington is like a fully changed character, just his eyes. Because eyes have been a very running theme throughout this trailer, right?
True, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I can see everything. And right.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cut to things are kind of amping up, but not really. There feels no tension here at all in this trailer. And it's just like cut to the wife carrying the son, running out, yelling something.
Yep. And Netflix.
Yeah, and Netflix.
Coming soon.
Title card, The Titan.
Awful. Like on the surface, it looks like a good movie. Right? Like
yeah,
I would watch this, I guess.
I don't know if I had seen the trailer outside of doing this, I'd probably be like, looks pretty generic and kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
But I may still put it on like a Saturday boring afternoon or something like that, which, I have many more things, other to watch, but
I'm a very busy man.
Not to do. I said to watch, like much better movies to watch on my list that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But it also feels like two different movies. It feels like it goes from like this sci-fi human survival story to all of a sudden like a monster movie.
Yep. Which I'm interested in.
I kind of am, but I also feel like it's just too much. I have a feeling it's going to be a really terrible, terrible ending.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Where like, do you want me to, should I just throw out one of my theories here?
Sure. Yeah. Go for it. Who cares?
My theory is that he's going to actually end up going to the Titan somehow, and or with Natalie Emmanuel's character, because she's in the program as well, and they don't show her much in the trailer other than the very beginning, and that she does go into the program. So I think she will actually also transform, and they probably move to the Titan and create like a new species or something like that.
Yeah, I could see that as one ending.
Right.
Here's what I think is going to be the ending.
I love it.
I think what's her face already died. I think she was one of the ones that failed. I think Sam Worthington is like our lone survivor here, and I think he turns on the government, and then they kill him and resign themselves to the fate of the world dying. I think that's like the end. They're like, well, we tried, we fucked up. It's impossible. We're all doomed on Earth.
These are pretty good. These are pretty good endings, I think.
Yeah, maybe
I don't know.
Maybe we're too good.
Oh man. Well,
yeah, I think it's gonna have a not happy ending.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think so too. Or there's like a third optional ending where like somehow they subdue him and the wife saves him, but I doubt that.
Yeah, no, there's no way that happens.
I don't see that happening.
Well, I mean, we don't want to bring him back to normal because what good does that do us?
Hey, you just die as a human, not as some enhanced human that,
Lame.
I don't know. I'm pretty excited for how bad this movie's going to be.
He's come so far. He wants to see it through. Didn't you listen to the trailer, Russ?
Right. He's a soldier,
There's no going back.
There's no going back.
Yeah, how many ways can we say the same line over and over again in this trailer?
I don't know, Jared. How can you possibly know what this movie's going to be about? What this movie's becoming?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I think I don't know. Like, I think this looks like a movie I would throw on and then be disappointed by naturally.
Yeah. No, that feels like a good. Yeah. I think that's You put it on, and be like, oh, okay, and then be like, that was terrible.
Yeah, and now we have an outlet that we can talk about it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, look at us.
All right. Well, I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about for this trailer, or is that it?
I think that wraps it up.
I think we crushed it. All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. We'll be back next week with part 1 of The Titan. But in the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, and we're ITMTpod on Twitter.
But if you're feeling old fashioned, as always, you can send us an email. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com if we don't plug it enough. And you can find all of our old episodes, the whole back catalog at itsthismeetsthat.com. And also like to remind folks that if you like what you hear and you're listening to us on a platform that supports it, leave us a review, subscribe, download, do all the things you were going to do anyway. Like, leave us a review, especially on Apple Podcasts. It really helps us out. 5 stars, ideally. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Give us some love on the internet.
Yeah, please.
We love you.
You have no idea.